Alright guys, here we have another video by Homu Labs, who did a very good explanation of the wealth lore. And I know that there is a version of Himeko back in Honkai Impact 3rd, so I figured we would look at this and see if any of it correlates to Star Rail. So let's check it out.
Spoiler warning! This video contains major spoilers for Honkai Impact 3rd. If you are planning to play the game, please do not proceed.
I'm
Although,
not.
given how much the Honkai community likes to talk about Himeko on the internet, I'm sure that you already know about her fate even without playing. But if by any chance
I don't.
you do not, then what are you doing? Go and play Honkai Impact 3rd. Or not, it's up to you. I'm not your mom to
Damn,
tell
look
you
at
what
that
to do.
booty.
Ever since they announced Himeko as a playable character in Honkai Star Rail, a lot of Honkai Impact 3rd players were hyped beyond control. Okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. Or maybe not. After almost 5 years of Himecopium, we are finally here. It's no
Hemocopium.
secret that Himeko is one of the most beloved characters in Honkai Impact 3rd. So, seeing her again
She
in Honkai
is?
Star Rail felt like a happy reunion between friends. As I'm sure that you know if you're still here, Himeko died in Honkai Impact 3rd, and her sacrifice was one of the biggest turning points in the story. This video is a look into Himeko's character in both games, showcasing how Honkai Star Rail Himeko represents a second chance for the character to realize her dreams.
What were her dreams in Honkai Star Rail? Or Honkai Impact 3rd?
Murata Himeko lived a life full of loss and regret. When she was little, her mom died due to illness. She was raised by her father, Murata Ryusuke. Ryusuke was a Shixel researcher tasked with studying the fourth divine key, a satellite from a previous civilization that could control the weather on the entire planet. Due to his work,
Interesting.
Ryusuke had very little time to be with Himeko as she grew up. But even so, Himeko loved and admired her father, wanting to become a researcher like him when she grew up. Himeko's childhood dream was to board a spaceship and explore the universe. Because of that, she began to study astronomy and developed a passion for UFO sightings and aliens. After graduating high school, Himeko enrolled at the California Institute of Technology to study aerospace and space engineering. At the institute, Himeko studied under people like Einstein and Walt Yang, who she greatly admired. Walt even accompanied her on a UFO sighting trip to New Mexico, although it was to conceal the truth behind it from her. Unfortunately for Himeko, her life was about to take a turn for the worse. Plagued with guilt and regret for years, Murata Ryusuke went mad. In his crazy mission, he tried to kill and take over Walt's powers to free humanity from this planet. Fortunately, he was stopped by Walt before he could do any real damage, but Himeko got hurt in the process.
Walt is
Fearing
Chad.
that the truth about her father might be too much for young Himeko, Walt and Einstein chose not to tell her that her father was a maniac, leaving her to believe that he was the good man that she always thought him to be.
Was that the best decision though? I mean, I think if it were my kid and my daughter's son or mother was an absolute lunatic who tried to murder people, I'd be like, hey, I know you love him, but you should probably stay away from the guy.
Himeko found out that her father worked for a military organization called Shixel. Shixel's goal was to combat a destructive power that plagued the planet called Honkai. Himeko decided to
Yeah. If this were the case, I'd be like, hey, your mom is trying to destroy the world.
give up on her dreams and enroll in Shixel's Valkyrie program to unravel the truth behind her father's death. Due to having poor Honkai adaptability, Himeko was implanted with artificial stigmata. Stigmata are a product of biotechnology used to improve people's control over Honkai energy and allow them to fight. Stigmata also come with great risks, and using them for a long period of time can even cause death. After becoming a Valkyrie, Himeko became part of Schicksal's assault squad under Ragna Lodbrok. Himeko and Ragna developed a teacher-student relationship, with Himeko admiring her greatly. Unfortunately, during a special operation in Siberia in 2010, the entire assault squad was killed by the Hersher of the Void's first awakening in Kiana's body. Himeko was the only survivor because she was not deployed on that mission. After losing yet another family, Himeko was...
So wait, hold on. Kiana is the main protagonist in Honkai Impact Third, right? And I knew she turned into a Hersher, but when she initially turned into a Hersher, did she like go full bad guy and kill people and stuff?
Recruited by Teresa Apocalypse as a teacher at Saint Freya Academy, a Valkyrie school in the Far East. By that time, Himeko became an alcoholic who never took things seriously and was always messing around.
She became an alcoholic? Damn, dark times.
In 2014, during the Nagazora incident, Himeko found Kiana Kaslana, Raiden Mei, and Bronya Zajcik. She brought them back to Saint Freya, where the girls enrolled in the academy. As time passed, Himeko and the girls got closer, with Himeko vowing to always protect them. After much loss, Himeko found people who she cared about yet again. But you know the saying, good things never last too long. And this is especially true in a Honkai game. In 2016, Atto Apocalypse, the overseer of Shixo, woke up the Hersher of the Void inside Kiana's body, triggering a global disaster. To save Kiana, Himeko and the girls from Saint Freya charge into Shixal's headquarters. Himeko pushed herself to the limit, and her body was slowly falling apart due to her artificial stigmata. Fu Hua gave her a serum that could neutralize the Honkai infection and led her to the Vermilion Night Eclipse battlesuit, a powerful battlesuit that would allow her to fight the Hersher of the Void on equal terms. Loss after loss, Himeko's life was a series of tragedies where the people she cared about the most died over and over again. This time, however, she was willing to do anything
This is
to
pretty
stop
sad.
that cursed cycle. After she donned the battlesuit, Himeko fought the Hersher of the Void. Using all her powers, she got close enough to use the serum that could have saved her own life to help Kiana take back control over her body. After giving Kiana her final lesson, Himeko goes down with a smile, sinking into imaginary space as her life comes to an end.
Damn. So Himeko saved Kiana, the main protagonist of Impact Third, at the sacrifice of her own life, so that Kiana could kind of become a good Hersher, I'm assuming.
Himeko lost every single person that she cared about. She gave up on her dreams to find out the reason behind her father's death, and even after she joined Shixal, she lost her mentor and everybody in her squad. In the end, she became addicted to alcohol and fooled around just to run away from her problems. But when Kiana was in danger, she couldn't let the same thing happen again. Armed with fiery determination, she gave up her life to light up the embers of the future. Maybe in another world where the threat of Honkai isn't present to ruin everything, she can finally realize her dreams and travel through the stars to explore the universe. Oh, wait a minute. When I first read the Alien Space manga, I thought to myself, it would be so nice if we could get another Himeko that can fulfill her dreams. And here we are. Himeko in Honkai Star Rail had a completely different fate, but both of them shared the same dream. Honkai Star Rail Himeko was a major in interstellar travel dynamics in her own world. One day, she saw the Astral Express falling down from the sky. After the Express showed her a myriad of magnificent worlds, their destinies became intertwined. Himeko repaired the Express and set out on an endless journey across the stars. During this journey, the Express stops at every world that Akivili, the Eon of Trailblaze, visited in the past and picks up new passengers. Each person has their own journey and their own destination. The first two passengers were Walt and the Golden Cube, the mysterious blonde person who we definitely don't know who it is. Shortly after, Dan Heng and March 7th also ended up on the Express due to their own special circumstances. In the meantime,
Hold on. Was this guy... Is this Otto? Or Lucha?
And the Golden Cube, the mysterious blonde person who we definitely
This guy here, the Golden Cube?
don't know who it is. Shortly after, Dan Heng and March 7th also ended up on the Express due to their own special circumstances. In the meantime, the mysterious blonde man, who we don't know who it is, left without even saying goodbye. But this never bothered Himeko. She knew from the beginning that this is a lonely journey. Each passenger will one day leave the Express except for her, because the Express is Himeko's destination. As long as people travel on the Express, they are like family to her. I found it fascinating how her story portrayed loneliness in both games. In one game, people around her kept dying, while in the other, she had to grow accustomed to the fact that every relationship she builds is just a fleeting moment as they travel together. And while I would argue that one is definitely worse than the other, it's interesting to see this character always associated with the theme of loneliness and loss through all the Hoyo games. Even her role in both games is very similar. In Honkai Impact 3rd, she is the captain of the Hyperion, while in Honkai Star Rail, she is the navigator of the Astral Express. In both games, she's a teacher-like figure for the main cast, and she's addicted to drinks that, if consumed in large amounts, can be harmful to your body. But I've gotta say, I think it's better to be addicted to coffee than alcohol. And now, to answer the question that everybody has been asking. Should you subscribe to Homo Labs? And the answer is yes, if you want to see more Honkai lore related content and comparisons between the two games, of course. Thank you very much. Now, to the other question that everybody has been asking, will Himeko die in Honkai Star Rail? Honestly, I don't think so. While she serves a similar role in both games, and I can totally see Hoyoverse using her death to facilitate the growth of March, Dan Heng and the Trash Blazer, I don't think that they will do it again. They've already done it in Honkai Impact 3rd with Kiana, so I don't see a reason for them to do it again. And in my opinion, it was already perfectly executed in Honkai Impact 3rd. No need to emulate it. Star Rail doesn't need to be a second Honkai Impact 3rd. Alas, this is Hoyoverse, so you never know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe that Himeko will die again? Himeko will always light up the sky and guide the people around her to a better future in every game. No matter if it's trailblazing through the stars or giving them the courage to fight for everything beautiful in the world, her unyielding flame will never burn out, be it through her own ambition or through the fiery will that she passed on. Torches might go out, moonlight might dim, but this eternal flow will always light the path ahead of you.
Huh. That was a nice video, actually. I like getting insight to some of these things. I don't think they'll kill her off in this game because, like he explained, Homo Labs did a very good job. They did that in Honkai Impact 3rd, and I'm sure it was a very impactful moment. Why recreate it? Not only that, but since her story in Honkai Impact 3rd was so dark and rather grim and lonely, I guess you can correlate the same to what she's doing in Star Rail. Yeah, it's somewhat lonely, but in a sense, it feels like she's living out her dream in Star Rail that she couldn't in Impact 3rd, right? So I don't know that she needs to die in Star Rail. It seems, when she died in Honkai Impact 3rd, I'm sure it destroyed the community on so many levels. And, the fan base with is probably looking forward to and would hope that in Star Rail she actually kind of gets to live out her dream of chasing after the stars and exploring and things like that, and kind of give this character a happy ending since she beforehand had a very terrible and tragic one. So that was interesting. I like these videos. I think I'm going to keep doing these. If you guys want me to keep doing these kind of lore videos relating Honkai Impact characters to Honkai Star Rail characters, I don't mind it. I enjoy it myself. I love learning the lore. So please let me know in a comment down below. Leave a comment on what video you'd like to see next. Join our Discord down below and follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Rownin_II. And I'll see you guys in the next video.